Archangel Michael says, "A storm is coming. Shadows creep in places unseen, and whispers turn into echoes that can no longer be ignored. A recording, hidden for so long, has emerged, one that reveals more than just words. It is not just any recording. This is something that will shake the very foundation of everything you thought was safe. The truth does not hide forever, and now it has found its way to the surface. What's on it? You already feel the weight of something heavy pressing against your chest. It is not mere curiosity, it is the fear of the unknown, the dread of what could be lurking within that recording." Archangel Michael says, "There are forces at play beyond your control. Hands unseen have woven a web, trapping voices, trapping actions, and now, exposing secrets meant to stay in the dark. This is no ordinary revelation, it is a moment where the unseen world collides with reality. Type 333 to receive protection from unseen forces. It is not just about what was said, it is about what was meant. Intentions buried beneath layers of deception, waiting to strike at the most vulnerable moment. Every step taken before this moment has led here, and now the echoes return with vengeance. You might think, could this be real? But the truth does not need permission to exist. It merely waits, hidden, until the moment comes when it cannot be ignored any longer. A voice from the past, a sound that should have been forgotten, is now rising again. It does not whisper, it roars. It demands attention, and once heard, it cannot be unheard. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Everything you thought was buried is now unearthed. The past does not stay in the past, it reaches forward, gripping the present, twisting it in its grasp. Those who believed they had control are now left powerless against the tide of revelation. You can feel it now, can't you? The weight of something unseen pressing against your mind. The knowledge that something irreversible is coming. The world is shifting beneath your feet. This recording is not just sound, it is proof. Proof of something that was never meant to be known. A secret kept for so long, held tight by fear and desperation. But secrets do not stay hidden forever. The universe has a way of revealing them when the time is right. Type 777 if you seek clarity in the face of the unknown. Someone is watching. Someone has always been watching. And now, the moment has arrived where the unseen hands reveal what they have held all along. The recording, its existence alone is enough to send shivers down the spine. It is not just words. It is a reckoning. Your mind races, trying to piece it together. What could be on it? What could be so shocking, so earth-shattering, that it would change everything? Archangel Michael says, "Prepare yourself. The veil is lifting, and what lies beyond it will leave no one untouched. The truth does not care for comfort, it only seeks to be known. It is spreading. The recording is no longer confined to the shadows, it is moving, finding its way into hands that will not keep it secret. It is out there now. There is no stopping it. What has been revealed cannot be undone. It is already in motion, unraveling everything in its path." Type 444 to shield yourself from chaos. The weight of silence is heavier than words. And now that silence has been broken. There is no turning back. You hear the whispers in the air, growing louder. Those who thought they were safe are no longer hidden. Everything is exposed. This is not just a moment, it is a reckoning. A collision of past and present, where truth stands unshaken against deception. And in the end, when the dust settles, only one thing will remain. The truth. Whether you are ready for it or not. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The air is thick with tension. Every second that passes brings it closer, the moment where everything will be laid bare. No more secrets. Time cannot be rewound. Choices made, words spoken, actions taken, all are captured in that recording. And now, there is nowhere to hide. It has begun. And the world will never be the same. Type 999 to embrace the truth that cannot be denied. The sound crackles, distorted yet unmistakable. Voices that should have remained in the void are now alive, echoing through speakers, pressing into the ears of those who never expected to hear them. The past has not stayed buried, it has clawed its way back. There is a pause, a heartbeat of silence before the revelation strikes. A voice, familiar yet distant, speaking words that were never meant to be recorded. It is raw, unfiltered, and now, it belongs to the world. Somewhere, someone listens with wide eyes, pulse racing. The weight of what they hear sinks deep into their bones. The truth is no longer just a rumor, it is undeniable. Archangel Michael says, "Do not ignore this moment. It is not a mistake. The universe has aligned this revelation at the precise moment it was meant to be seen." Type 222 to prepare your spirit for what comes next. The recording spreads like wildfire. What was once hidden in shadows is now in the hands of many. And each listener reacts differently, some with fear, some with anger, some with eerie silence. The echoes of the past have resurfaced with vengeance. The voices trapped in the recording were never meant to escape, but the world has ways of unraveling the carefully constructed lies. And now, those who thought they were safe feel the walls closing in. Whispers turn into murmurs. Murmurs into shouts. The air is thick with questions, accusations, disbelief. But the evidence is there, it cannot be erased. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. You feel it, don't you? The slow, creeping realization that something bigger is happening. That this is no accident. That everything you thought you knew is being rewritten before your eyes. The recording is not just sound. It is a weapon. A force that cannot be silenced. It has been unleashed, and now it will do what it was meant to do. Some will deny it. They will claim it is fake, a fabrication, a distortion of reality. But deep down, even they feel the shift in the air. A truth too powerful to suppress. Type 555 if you choose to stand with the truth, no matter how heavy it may be. It spreads further, reaching ears that were never meant to hear it. The more it travels, the more the walls of deception crumble. There is no stopping it now. Every second brings another revelation, another piece of the puzzle falling into place. Those who tried to hide behind falsehoods feel the weight of their own secrets crashing down. The past has caught up. And it does not ask for permission, it demands reckoning. Archangel Michael says, "Be ready. What is seen cannot be unseen. And what is heard will never be forgotten." Somewhere, someone panics. They know what this means. They know the consequences of this truth being exposed. Desperation sets in. Hands scramble to contain it, to suppress it, to erase its existence. But the recording has already broken free. It does not belong to secrecy anymore. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. It reaches those who were never supposed to hear it. People whose lives will never be the same after this moment. And yet, they press play, drawn to the sound of a truth too compelling to ignore. Their expressions change as they listen. Eyes widen. Mouths press into thin lines. The weight of the revelation settles upon them, and they realize, they cannot go back. Type 111 to step forward into the light of truth. Every word spoken in that recording was meant to be hidden forever. But the universe does not allow such things to remain in darkness. What was once concealed is now illuminated. This is not just an event, it is a shift in reality. The moment before and the moment after will be forever different. And you, standing here, reading these words, are part of it. The weight of this revelation is now upon you. What you do next will define what follows. The recording plays on. The echoes grow louder. And the world listens. The reckoning has begun. The recording plays, its presence stretching across time and space, invading places it was never meant to reach. Each second that passes carries its weight deeper into the world, into the minds of those who hear it. It is unstoppable now, an unleashed force that cannot be silenced. The whispers have grown into shouts. The ones who never expected their voices to be heard in this way now stand exposed. No more shadows to hide behind. No more secrecy to protect them. The impact spreads like ripples in still water, but these ripples are not gentle, they are violent waves crashing against everything once thought to be unshakable. Those who once stood tall now stagger beneath the truth's crushing weight. Archangel Michael says, "This is the moment of unveiling. The moment where truth and lies separate like light and darkness. There is no escaping the consequences now." Type 888 to embrace the divine revelation. Some listen in horror. Others in awe. The recording is not just sound, it is proof. And proof changes everything. The ones who thought they could erase the past now face the truth. Their hands tremble, their breath shortens, and their hearts race. They know that their carefully built illusion is collapsing around them. Fear grips them. Desperation makes them reach for control, but it is too late. The world has already heard. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. There are those who refuse to believe. They cling to denial as if it were a lifeline. But the truth is not concerned with their comfort. It only exists to be known. Some try to cover their ears, to shut out the sound, but it does not matter. The recording has already done its work. It has already changed everything. The world is no longer the same. The air itself feels different, charged with something unseen yet undeniable. A shift has occurred, one that cannot be undone. Type 666 if you choose to break free from deception. The recording is passed from hand to hand, shared in secret and in the open, spreading further than anyone could have imagined. Its existence is no longer in question. It is everywhere. Those who thought they were safe now know otherwise. Panic takes root. The weight of their own actions now rests on their shoulders, heavier than ever before. They scramble for explanations, for ways to twist the truth, but the recording does not lie. It stands as an unshakable force, unmoving in the storm of excuses. Archangel Michael says, "The reckoning is not in the future, it is now. And all must face what has been revealed." Some fight against it. They push back, hoping to rewrite the narrative, to bury the evidence beneath louder distractions. But the recording does not waver. It remains, playing on repeat, a relentless tide against their efforts. Others accept it. They feel the weight but do not resist. They understand that what has come to light was always meant to be known. The tension in the air is thick, pressing down upon those who have something to hide. There is nowhere left to run. Type 000 to stand firm in the face of truth. The ones who recorded it, did they know what they were capturing? Did they realize the power of their actions? Or were they simply acting as instruments of fate? The answers no longer matter. The recording exists. It has been heard. And that alone is enough to change everything. Some watch in silence, waiting for the next move. Will the ones exposed fight back? Will they confess? Will they disappear into the shadows they once ruled? The world watches. The weight of millions of eyes presses down upon the guilty. There is no easy escape from this. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The recording plays again, its sound lingering in the air like an unshakable presence. It is not done yet. Its story is still unfolding. Others step forward, standing firm in the face of what has been revealed. They know that this moment is bigger than fear. It is a test of character, of courage, of the willingness to stand for what is right. And in the end, when all is said and done, only one thing will remain. The truth. The recording continues to spread, its reach expanding like wildfire through the unseen channels of the world. It is unstoppable now, slipping through the cracks, finding its way into the hands of those who were never supposed to hear it. And with every new listener, the weight of the truth grows heavier. Some try to contain it, to put out the flames before they consume everything. But the fire has already caught, and it burns too fiercely. The truth does not wait for permission, it demands to be seen. And now, as the recording plays on, hearts pound, minds race, and the weight of reality settles upon those who once believed they were untouchable. The veil has been lifted, and there is no turning back. Archangel Michael says, "This is the moment of reckoning. Stand in the light or be consumed by the darkness of your own making. There is no middle ground." Type 1212 to walk in the light of divine justice. The whispers have turned into a storm. Everywhere, voices rise, demanding answers. The weight of the recording is too much to ignore. It is a force that will not be silenced. Some shake their heads in disbelief. How could this have happened? How could such a secret, held so tightly for so long, be exposed in a single moment? But deep down, they know the truth. It was only a matter of time. The past never stays buried, it only waits for the right moment to rise again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The ones who thought they had control now stand in the center of the storm. Their words falter, their carefully crafted stories crumble. There is nothing left to shield them. They scramble for explanations, desperate to twist the truth into something palatable. But the recording does not bend to their will. It stands unshaken, playing over and over, an undeniable testament to what was done. Denial is no longer an option. The truth is here, and it demands to be faced. Type 1010 if you choose to embrace the truth, no matter the cost. The air is thick with tension. Everyone is waiting, breath held, for the next move. What happens now? What comes after such a revelation? Some still resist, refusing to believe what they have heard. They would rather live in the comfort of deception than face the weight of reality. But their world is crumbling around them, whether they accept it or not. Archangel Michael says, "Justice is not blind, it sees all, and it moves in its own time. Those who believe they can escape it are mistaken. The storm is not over yet. If anything, it is only growing stronger." The recording is no longer just sound, it is a force, a reckoning, a tide that cannot be held back. And as it spreads, as it reaches more ears, more hearts, more minds, the balance of power shifts. The ones who were once untouchable now tremble. Type 7777 if you stand with the light, unwavering in the face of deception. There are those who will fight to keep the truth hidden. They will try to bury it beneath distractions, to drown it out with louder voices. But it is too late. The truth does not need to shout to be heard, it only needs to exist. The past cannot be rewritten. The recording is proof of that. It has broken free, and now it moves with a will of its own. The ones who thought they could escape it are now learning the hardest lesson of all. The truth always finds a way. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The world watches as the recording plays again, its echoes stretching across time and space. It is a moment that cannot be undone. A revelation that will not be forgotten. And in the end, when all is said and done, only one thing will remain. The truth.